All right, welcome back to another video, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Seiko Samurai, also known as the SRPB97, which is very similar to the SRPC07. Only difference that I'm aware of is the 97 was a limited Amazon pre-order that came with a metal bracelet and a rubber strap, and the SRPC07 just became available worldwide after. So I initially thought this watch was only released in Japan, but apparently not. Apparently it's easier to get your hands on than I initially thought. But anyways, enough babbling. This is not the metal strap it came with. This is a third-party strap, I believe from Strap Habit or Strapco. I don't know. Strap Habit. It's chunky, but so, I mean, you're going to see that when we do the weight here. So I guess let's do it. I also have a rubber strap, which we'll throw on here at the end. I have an easier time getting the rubber strap on than I do the metal one. So we're starting with the metal. So yeah, 95, 195. It's heavy. 195, 194.9. It's losing a 0.1 grams every time. 195 too. We'll call it 195. 195 grams. All right, lug to lug on this guy is pretty compact, I believe. I believe it's like a 43.5 millimeter watch, but I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. 48. So yeah, L to L, 48 millimeter. Now let's grab our diameter. It's tough because of those crown guards. I think I'm going to call it 44. I don't think I can do that. I think it's 43.5. It just slipped a little bit and we ended up at 43.5. All right, our lug to lug, I believe it's 22. Oop, slip. Yeah, we're gonna call that 22. And then our thickness, relatively thin. What are we gonna call it? 13? Sure are. So, I mean, I kind of rambled on about this quite a bit at the beginning of the video. Like I said, I initially thought it was just a Japanese release, but apparently it's a lot easier to come across than I thought. Let's just double check the diameter of the case. Let's see what online says. It says 44 millimeters, but comes in at 43.8. So I don't know, like, yeah, there I'm getting 44. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it 44 millimeters after a remeasure. How about that? So this one is the orange one for the underwater legibility, I guess, depending who you talk to. Some people say orange, some people say black with the white indices are the best. This thing's nicknamed the Samurai, mainly because, let me screw out the crown here. I believe it's because when you get the hands aligned, like at the hour, or like, let's go up to like 12 o'clock, for example. It looks like a samurai sword. So yeah, I don't know. Do with that what you will. We're in the first position here, so we're just setting the time. Wind it here. Got a really nice grip on the crown, big thick crown. And then if you pull out to the first position, you should be able to set the date. So yeah, uses the 4R35 movement. So your typical Seiko, you know, run-of-the-mill movement. Bezel action, pretty silent, and a little bit of backplay, but not much. I like how this bezel action sounds. You got the loomed pip and then the loomed hands and indices. So that's a nice feature too. But yeah, first 15 minutes, orange, aluminum, if I haven't said that already. And you get these really like sharp case edges, which in my opinion, it's a heavy watch. So it, after a while, I start to find it being uncomfortable. I don't know if that's because of the weight or if the sharp edges or both, but yeah, I don't know. That might just be a preference thing, but yeah. So case back is just stamped with the Presage logo. And like I said, this is the Strap Habit steel bracelet. So you've got the diver's extension there on the fly, really nice. And then folding clasp. Let's torch it and see what it looks like. ISO certified as well, so you're getting another solid watch for what you pay for it. That should be enough. Torch. Seiko's loom is always good, so yeah, as expected. Glows great. So let's put it on wrist, and then I gotta find what I did with my rubber strap. I know it's around here somewhere, but that's on my 7 and a 1/4 inch wrist. So that's what 44 millimeters with a 48 millimeter lug to lug looks like. That's a good example of when a lug to lug can really help you out. Cause like, yeah, it is a big watch, but when you got 48 millimeter lug to lug, like it helps size it down quite a bit. It looks wider than anything. So let's see. Oh, there it is right there. Right in the drawer in front of me. Let's get the rubber put on there. If you like a lighter watch, that's the best way to wear it, but let's be honest, it looks better on the stainless steel. You also got the quick release. Why am I not using those? I don't know. Big, beefy spring bars is what it comes with too. Come on. Pop out. There we go. All right, we'll get the rubber on there. I'll set this here. So everybody can see what it looks like, get a weight, and be happy with it. Like I said, I don't think it looks as cool with the rubber on it, but it is lighter, so it's more comfortable, but I don't know. I play that game in my head where I go back and forth. Do I sacrifice how it looks to the eye for comfort or vice versa? Do I have it be a little bit uncomfortable and more pleasing to the eye? So let's throw it on the scale one more time here. Where'd my pen go? Rubber weight. 122. 120. We're gonna call it 122. So quite a difference. Let's throw it on wrist to see what it looks like. If I can get it to go. Good God. There we go. So that's what it looks like on the rubber. I guess in this video it doesn't look too bad, but I don't know. When I look down at it when I'm just wearing it on the rubber, I'm like, meh. But anyways, that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Any constructive feedback, let me know. And you got any questions on the watch, put it in the chat. Thanks. See ya.